What up, guys? It's Straight Plays Game here today. Missed y'all, but today's video is going to be a in-depth tutorial on how to build a modern-day Zone Wars. Now, I'm going to go through everything and make it simple and straight to the point, because y'all know me. If you're subscribed, I don't like the bullshit. Alright, I don't got time for it. And you know, if I help you guys build, you know, your best Zone Wars, listen, all you have to do is use my supporter creator code. That's it. Don't thank me in the comments. Just go to your little item shop, you know, supporter creator Trayvon with 2 N's. That's it. You're welcome. I'm going to do a giveaway soon. I don't know what yet, but I am going to. And no, I didn't. I mean, I technically did quit Fortnite, but it's not. My controller is broken, so bear with me. It's not. I'm not done, because I still have to do YouTube videos for it. But as a fun, as for playing it on my own time, no. Anyways, so alright. So first things first, we're gonna pick an island. You guys could pick any island with the type of tutorial I'm doing. Pick any island. Right, I'm not gonna go. I'm going to. Alright, right now I'm going to go for. Right now, which island should I pick? The block. Okay, let's do Arid. Alright. Modern. You guys can pick any Zone Wars you want. I mean any island you want. Modern Zone Wars. Okay. Everything's simple and straight to the point. I promise you. By the end of this video, you will have a Zone Wars that you and your friends can play. And don't even tell them that I helped you made it. Just tell them that I kind of figured it out on my own. Boy, we know you lying. Anyways, so we get to the island. It's looking crispy clean. Alright, the first things first is you want to pick out a spot to start. And you want to pick a trail to go and end. So right now I'm thinking to do a cool Zone Wars. I'm thinking just to start. I'm gonna start, you know, I'm gonna start good. Some islands have different like heights. Like this, there's a bunch of heights and downs. So if I were to make a spawn right here, some of the spawns would like come through here. You know, you'll see what I'm talking about. But we're gonna start. I'm gonna start right here. So I'm gonna start in a stable place. Y'all can start on a mountain. Just make sure there's nothing blocking, you know, your spawns, so you can like put the speed boost so you can go up through. So y'all can start. But I'm gonna start in this plain area. So what you want to do? First of all, I'm gonna build one spawn, and what you guys I'm gonna build two. I'm gonna build it the regular way, and then I'm gonna show you how fast I can build a spawn. Alright, so the regular spawn, what you want to do for building spawns, the first step is building spawns. Switch to team 16. What this will do is make the walls non-editable for other players when you start the game. Alright, so I'll go through the rules and all that later in the around the end. The last thing we need to worry about is the game settings. But alright, so spawns. Sorry, they changed Fortnite a lot. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, no, wait, no, that's not good. I know what I'm doing in building Zone Wars, but apart from all this stuff and the new menu screen and look at this bullshit. I recorded this video once and messed up my settings. What is this? Anyways, so sidetrack. Alright, so I usually do, these are 3 types of spawns that you can have. I usually do multiple. There's the first one. Why am I flying so fast? Okay, so guys, bear with me. There's the first one. One simple pyramid. There's a why am I flying so fast? Why am I sliding too? Okay, let's put that 1. Okay, there's the first one, there's the second one. Why am I sliding? Okay. So there's a second one, right? It's pretty much self-explanatory. Here's the third one, which is just 3 big, you know, that's why I said self-explanatory. I messed it up, but alright, so there's the third one. And here's the fourth one, which is just, you know, a 2x2. I keep messing up, guys. Bear with me, I promise you. I know what I'm doing. My most famous video is how to build Enigma Zone Wars with music sequencers. I know what I'm doing. It's just Fortnite has changed a lot since I last played it. Okay, alright. So we got your 4 type of spawn areas, right? I use a mixture of all 4, as you can see on my Kevin Zone Wars, my other Zone War maps, but I usually use 1, 2, 3, and 4. I use all 4 of them. Alright, so you got your spawns, right? I usually like to build all 16 spawns and then work off of, and I'll show you what I mean real quick. On Kevin's Zone Wars, I'll show you what I mean. If you guys want the map codes that I have published, you could check the description. I'm gonna show you right now how I work on how I worked on Kevin's Zone Wars. So I'll go back to you guys stay on your island. I'm just demonstrating something. It's kind of hard to make, difficult, just like my Arctic Zone Wars. Of course, I'll get into everything. It's actually one of my favorites I created, but you see, this is deletable. That's why it's so hard to make, because I can accidentally delete this at any moment. But what I did was build all these mixture of every spawn. I guess I didn't use 4 on this one, or 2x2 on this one, but look, a mixture of 3 spawns. Anyways, look. You got the 1, you got the 2x1, you got the 1x2, and there's no 2x2s. But you got the 1x3. I didn't use the 2x2, but listen. So look, what I did first was build all 16 spawns, spaced out and ready, right? When I was building the spawns, I actually worked off other spawns. So say I would build this spawn, right? That spawn, you get your weapons from here, and you go up into that. Now this spawn, I would go on it here and then put it 1 up further and then put it down and then go get your weapons from that. If you know what I mean. So right next to each other is these spawns. See what I'm saying? So you have to work off what this spawn is space. You have to work off the space off the other spawns. So that's why this whole thing, all these Kevin's Zone War spawn points are a maze. This whole thing's a maze because I've worked off all of them. See, I'm walking through. There's different types of trails, different types of, you know, look at this one. This one's a zigzag snake, look. And look at this one. This one's a straight forward. You have to work off the space of other zones. So that's what I'm trying to demonstrate. So back to our modern Zone Wars, Storm Wars, Zone Wars, modern Zone Wars, Storm Wars. I'll be making myself laugh too much, but alright, so back to our modern Zone Wars now. Now that you know that you need to work off, I will build 3 spawns. I'm gonna show you guys how to do so. So what you want to use is indestructible pack, if I can find it. The indestructible pack, and once you build, you press L on your controller, the L analog. I don't know what it is if you're on PC. Just look into the mid left of your screen and it'll tell you. So alright, so I'm gonna find the indestructible gallery. The indestructible gallery is in here. Okay, indestructible gallery. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna edit most of this out because it's taking too long. I want this video to be at least 15 minutes. Bless me. Okay, so indestructible pack. Okay, indestructible pack should look like this. Now what you want to do, what I like to do, is throw it somewhere I know I'm not going to use in the storm. Alright, so once you have your trail mapped out, so for my Zone Wars, I'm going to make it go through here, through the little canyon, over these mountains, and end right there. Okay, it looks long, but it's I'll show you guys. Do not get intimidated. Trust me. Okay, I know what I'm doing. All right, so you're gonna grab this wall, guys. Can anyone tell me why I'm sliding? I don't. Is that a new change? Cause that's a big downgrade. Anyways, I'm freaking sliding all over the place, but now I forgot my damn thing. Grab this. Move a little bit faster. Come on. Okay. Now you're gonna go into phase mode. Okay. Bob. Oh. Okay. I know what the reason is. Guys, bear with me. My controller's broken, like I said. Alright, so you're gonna wanna make... It doesn't matter if you make 1 down or 2 down. If you make 1 down, you're only gonna need... this. Believe that. Why is my controller still moving by itself? Okay, if you're gonna make 2 down, you're gonna need the bouncers. I mean, technically you could use 2 speed rails. Alright, let me show you. You could use 2 speed rails, or you could just use bouncers. It won't exit out. Okay, guys, I look so fartish right now. Okay, so you could do that, which will bounce you off these 2, you know, the regular. Alright, so once you got that down, you're gonna need 7 spots. 7. If you're doing RNG, I'll do both. I'll do 1 spawn RNG and 1 spawn regular. So if you're doing RNG, you're gonna want to grab 7 tiles. Is that 7? I can't count. Okay, 7. Alright, cover it up. You don't want your players seeing, you know, the inside of the map. Don't worry, I got you guys. See, I got you all the secrets. Alright, so look. Now what you're gonna do is hold up. Player spawn. You're gonna want to set each player spawn you put down to, alright, team, don't any priority group, primary, no, secondary, and then you want to turn island star off. Secondary and island star off, okay? So, visible during games. I like to make mine not visible during games for professional looks, so I'm gonna do that. But you guys can make it visible. I don't care. I don't think you should care either. But okay, so item spawn plate, that's what it's called. It was called something different back in my day. So you want to put these down. Alright, so why 6, you may ask? AR, shotgun, SMG, sniper, heals, and randoms. Now all these are going to be RNG. All the weapons I just named are going to be RNG. But this last one's going to be RNG of them all. Because this one's going to contain throwables, explosives, and one more thing. Ammo, traps, and material. But you don't have to you don't have to put material and ammo in there. I never do. I just use, you know, the bare. Okay, now you want to set your item spawn plate. Don't mind that. That's my Discord. All right, so okay, I'm going to turn. I don't know why it's still making noise. Okay, item respawn off. All right, random spawns on if you want RNG. Random, you turn on random. Visible during games, like I said, I turn them off because professional looks. Anyways, time before first spawn instantly. and time before second spawn, or time in between spawns. Where's 5 minutes? Okay, so they'll be out of the spawn in 5 minutes because the storm will have been started before that. I am going to turn this off. Okay. Bonus weapons. Yes, you put bonus weapons for everything except for the RPG, the explosive weapons, loot spawner plate. So auto pickup off, item visibility, it depends on what you like. Tell them what you want. Anyways, enabled game start, yes, yes, yes. You don't really need these for Zone Wars, okay? Except, alright? So, once you do that for all of the spawns, y'all are gonna build one spawn just like me. Once you do that for all the spawns, let me do that real quick. I'm gonna fast forward. Alright, so once you've done that to all the spawns, the last one you basically want to turn off bonus ammo for weapons, because the last one is going to contain the chance of getting an RPG, grenade launcher, and miniguns. And the game, when you turn on bonus weapon, bonus ammo, it gives you too much ammo bonus. Okay, so for the RPG, that's why I have in Santa Zone Wars, it's a problem because you have like 13 rockets, and that's very OP. So you can put whatever amount of rockets you want. When that step comes, I will tell you to put whatever you want, but until that step comes, let's focus on the spawn. So now, I'm not sure of what current loot is in the game, so I'm gonna go based off of the last time I played. But whatever you want, if you want to base your Zone Wars off if you want to base your Zone Wars off of real battle royale, you want only the guns in the game, then you could do that. But if you want any gun, you could do any gun. So the first one is going to be ARs. So what I remember being in the game was the heavy AK. So alright, so the heavy AK and the AR, but the first thing you want to do is fill up your inventory with 4 guns, okay? Fill it up with 4 guns. And now you want to place the guns that you remember from the game. See how they automatically just placed? You have to have your pickaxe out. You have to have your pickaxe out and your guns filled. So it automatically places the guns in the loot spot. So now I'm going to place AK, scoped AR. You can choose what guns you want in the system. This is ARs, so I could choose what AR I want and don't want. So AR, scoped AR, you know, heavy AR, and tactical AR, and then go up to the next rarity, or rarity. I don't know what rarity. I'm stupid. Suppressed, I remember that being in the game. Scar, tactical, suppress, scar, tactical, because oh, and I forgot about infantry rifles, but say I don't want that in my Zone Wars, so I wouldn't put them in there. Alright, next one, obviously you guys know this. If you don't know it, the shotties. Now I don't want this piece of shit in my in my game, so I'm gonna use the tac, the pump tac, the tac pump combat. Even though it's vaulted, I know it's vaulted, but say I want it in combat, the combat, and the tactical shotgun. I call it the tactical shotgun. Command tactical, and then you're done. Say I don't want the heavy shotgun. I didn't put the heavy shotgun because I don't want it. Alright, next step, you go with the SMGs. Bop, bop. That's what I remember being in the game. Bop, bop, bop. I remember that being in the game. Bop, bop, bop. And what I mean by being in the game is being in the current meta in like real battle royale. So you would put what you want in the real current battle royale. So I don't want P90s in there, so I wouldn't put P90s in there. Snipers. Now I remember the semi-auto. I think the bolt. I'm not sure. The heavy, definitely. Storm Scout, I think. Heavy, bolt, Storm Scout. So you got 4 done already. The next one is the healables. Come on, guys. We're almost done. Now, for the healables, you want to throw away all your guns in your inventory. For these last 2, you can't drop 6. You can't do this. Look, let me show you. You can't. Alright, pretend there's. Alright, look, I could just set one out here. This is only example. Do not copy me. Alright, look, you can't do this. See, say the max amount is 6 for minis, right? You can't press this 6 times and it will have minis in it. Like, say I fill up my inventory. You can't press this 6 times and it will have 6 minis. They're all gonna spawn individually. Like, if I come here, it's gonna be 1 mini out of 6. So, like, you can't do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can't do that. It all came in separately. So now, you want to fill up your inventory with all the healables you want at max. So let me fill up my slurp juice, my chug jug. See, so you do this for med kits, bandages, and all that. Same applies. And then you drop them max at the same time. Chug jug is only 1. So let me do the rest to show you. Alright. And oh. Alright, say 5 bandages. 2 medkits. You can hold 3 medkits, right? 3. Okay. All 3 medkits. If this is OP, by the way, don't put 3 medkits in your zone wars. But say you want to, don't listen to me. But if you want 3 medkits, you do you. You want 3 medkits, you want 3 medkits. 3 medkits, 6 bandages, all at the same time. You have to drop them at the same time. 6 chug splashes, all at the same time. Now, when you come to grab a heal, it will be fully stacked. Same goes for this one. So what I like to do first is gather up the traps. I like to put 1 trap. You guys could put 2 traps or 3 traps, but I like to put 1 trap, 2 campfires, and 2 launch pads. So that's the only traps I use. You could put bouncers in there if you want to. You know, just use anything you want, but I'm using the stuff in the game. So, and then you gather up. You gotta your inventory, empty your inventory, like the hot bar, this part, and then grab what's in the game or whatever you want, like snowman or whatever you want. But I'm gonna base what's in the game. So I think grenades have to be in the game. There's no way they vaulted grenades. So max grenades. Grab stinks, grab boogie bombs, or grab shockwaves. That's what I'm gonna grab. You guys can grab anything you want. What you want to do is fill them to the brim so that you see these are falling. Fill them to the brim, go back, and now you can drop your RPG, minigun, grenade launcher, proximity grenade launcher, and do the same for the epic rarity. Now, I don't drop RPG weapons or miniguns in every 7th spawn. Only some, like 4 out of 16, so that it's rare to get it. So I suggest if you want a good zone wars, you do the same. But if you don't care, do what you want. Like I said, free will. You're only here. I'm only here to help you. So now look, you drop 3 grenades because that's how much you pick up in the game. But say you don't want to have 3 grenades, you want to have a chaotic zone wars, you drop all 10. And by the way, if you mess up and drop too many, you have to restart the whole, like you have to delete this and start it over. So I'm gonna drop base what's in the game, 3 grenades. I think it's 3. I think it's 3 or 2 stink bombs, but let's put 3. And it's 2 boogie bombs, and it is 2 shockwaves. and now you have leftover. Alright, so what I like to do for the leftover is save for the next spawn point. So there we go, we're finished with the first spawn, right? We're finished with this first spawn. Alright, but I'm on team 16, that's the only reason I can edit this, and plus I'm in a pre-game state. So look how that looks under the map. Alright, so now if I were to build a spawn right here, oh guys, I'm so sorry, wait, fluke, I forgot the traps. So look, one trap, I put one trap, you could put two traps, I put 2 launch pads and 2 campfires, but you can do what you want, it's your own free will, I'm here to help. I probably will edit that into the video. So alright, so look, we're done with this first spawn. Alright guys, I know it's hard, but you're gonna have to do this 16 more times, 16 without messing up, or you have to start over on the spawn point. So look, finish with the first, now we're going to the second. Look how that looks under the map. Alright, just a, you know, nothing wrong with it, right? Say I want to build one right here, a spawn right here, which is gonna happen. You're gonna build a spawn right here. Alright guys, so look, how am I able to mine? Okay, so look, most people would you could copy and paste it from the next, would put it this way and align it with this, right? But say I built all 16 spawns already, and I built some of the underground spawns, right? I would have to work with what I got. So say this is full, like there's a spawn right here and it's full, it's already moved over, and this one right here, so the surrounding. I would have to work with what I got. My controller is moving by itself, by the way. And work with what I got. So this is 2 deep. This is 2 deep. Okay, so it's 2 deep. I would have to make this 1 deep and run it over this one, right? So 7 blocks, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Bop 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 bop. But you guys have space, because there's, if you only finish the first one, you have space, so you could do, like, you could put it wherever you want. But I'm just saying, in a scenario where there's more spawns, you would have to work with what you got and do what I'm doing right now, and working with the space that you have. So I'm putting these down. Now it may come out the top of the ground, but it doesn't, no one cares about it, if I'm going to be honest. But if you do care, you could just make it deeper and run it under, and just use 3 speed boosts instead of 1, like 3 speed boosts instead of 1, and just run it under this. So guys, my controller's like really broken. I don't have an extra, it's like really broken. But alright, look, so say I want to build a 3rd spawn right here, and I don't want it to show the top, right? I don't want to show the top. So I'll work with the space I have, like here, and run it, put it 1 more deep, and run it, oh, but there's space right here. Alright, say there's no space right here. Say there's another spawn right here that's blocking. So say this is a spawn. Bop, 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 bop. Say it's a spawn. Right? Say that's a spawn. There's no space right here. I'll make it 1 more deep. Plus I don't want it to show anyway. Saying if I care about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Easy, guys, easy. That's how you do the spawns. I'm going to do this one as fast as I can, starting now, to show you, to get an idea that you'll kind of like adapt to it. Okay guys, it looks like I accidentally made 7 spawn pads instead of 6. So if you do happen to do this, just use it as an advantage. You can just like add some extra weapons like deagles and stuff. Like deagles and pistols, you could put them in the sniper section. But if you do mess up like this, just put them in one of them. It doesn't matter really. Just put them in one of them. Alright guys, so finish this spawn. And now, once you finish all 16 of your spawns, I'm only doing 2. Alright. Once you finish all 16 of your spawns, what you want to do is worry about the pre-game spawn. Not the pre-game spawn, but like the explosion spawn. Now a lot of people have trouble with this one. Even in my old tutorial, a lot of people had trouble with it. So I'm gonna do my best to explain it properly. You're gonna go somewhere in the map that you know you're not gonna use. You're gonna grab the indestructible wall and you're gonna come back for the indestructible floor. So I'm gonna go right here because I'm not gonna use this part. Go all the way down to the bottom where it stops, where it breaks. See that? Now it's gonna disappear. Alright, this is the end. Alright, wait, ends. You're gonna grab the indestructible floor and use it as a roof. Use it as a roof. 4x4, right? 4x4, use it as a roof. Now you're gonna go grab whatever floor you want that's not indestructible. Whatever floor you want. I'm gonna use the tilted tower floors. Okay. These are usually messes to clean up, by the way, but look, so once I grab that floor, I'm going to do vice versa with the roof and just, you know, do a floor under it. You want to make sure these can be destroyed because the explosive devices want to destroy these. Like they eat them, they want to destroy. I'll stop. Anyways, you're going to close off the room. Like so. Now you have an underground spawn area, right? So you can't mine or throw anything under the map, any map. Well, some maps work, some maps do not. So in this case, this do not. You want to grab the explosive device. You want to throw it down somewhere, and you want to set the settings on it. Player damage, we want to make that 100, 200, because we're gonna spawn in with shield. If you don't want to spawn in with shield, if you're not gonna make your player spawn in with shield, just put 100. It doesn't really matter. The more 100 is gonna be death anyway. So structure damage, you want to put that to about 1,000, because you don't know the health of the structure that you're using. Destroy indestructible buildings, no health. No health, indestructible. Blast radius, we're gonna make it 3. Knockback, medium. Ignore, no, you don't need those. Time or destination from game start, 5 or 10 seconds. Really, it depends on what you put your storm on. If you want your storm to appear as soon as possible, you put 5 seconds. So as soon as, let me try to explain this better. So say you put your storm down, right? And you put it to appear 10 seconds into the game. You would want to set this explosive device to kill a person 10 seconds into the game or more, so that they don't spawn in early and can move around. Because once that storm comes, then if you can move around before the zone wars, there's no point. So basically, the gist of it is put 5 seconds. Just put 5 seconds, right? Put 5 seconds, and you don't really need anything else. Just put 5 seconds. Grab this, copy it, and paste it under here, the middle. And now you're gonna paste it in each corner. Right, each corner. Bop, bada boom, bada bam. Alright, now you're gonna grab 16 spawn pads. You're gonna set them all down in here. God, I hate Fortnite. Anyways. Okay. You're gonna set them all down like so. And you're gonna go through each individual one and set it to primary island start off. Alright? I'm gonna turn visibility off because y'all know I don't like visibility. And what you want to do after you set it to primary and no island start off, you're gonna disable when receiving from channel 1, because there is a glitch in Fortnite when you do explode and you die and you still spawn in the same area, and then you die the second time, which takes away your life and you have to spectate the others. I personally found a way to deal with this, so I'm going to show you how to deal with it. So alright, didn't I set this? Alright, so okay, alright, so you're gonna set them all to primary. No visible, no for me, but and then put channel. No, you don't want the channel. Okay, you channel 1, disable 1, channel 1. Sorry for saying do not want the channel. You want channel 1, disable. Okay. Alright, you're gonna do that for each and every single one of them. You can't copy and paste them, unfortunately, because Fortnite hasn't added them yet. So you're gonna do that to each and every single one, right? So once you're done with that, pause the video and then resume once you're done. So once you're done with that, all of them should be, you know, ready to be used. What you're gonna do is grab a cart, grab a trigger, and go somewhere where you're not using the map, right here. I'm gonna go right here, but go somewhere where you're not using the map. gonna place this like so. You're gonna place a staircase like so. Place the cart like so. And place the trigger like so. Now you want to get a trap, and then hold that trap in your inventory for just a moment. You're gonna press the trigger. My phone fell. You're gonna press the trigger. Trigger by player. None of these things matter except for, where is it? Trigger enable or transmit when, where is it? Transmit. Yeah, when trigger transmit on channel 1. So what this is gonna do is when this cart triggers this and everyone dies down there, it disables the spawn pads, which forces the game to spawn you over there, over at your spawns for the zone wars no matter what. So then you're gonna put a trap next to the cart. You're gonna hit the cart and it's gonna trigger the spawn pad. Now we're gonna come over here and delete this because we don't need it. And now we're gonna worry about the team inventory start, right? So team inventory starting, the team settings and inventory. You're gonna grab one of those, put it on top of the indestructible roof, and drop whatever you want your players to spawn with in the beginning. So I want my players to spawn with 1 trap, 2 cozies, and 1 launch pad. And you're gonna grab the ammo and you're gonna put whatever ammo amount you want them to spawn in with. I'm gonna put a reasonable amount because I don't want it to be broken. And here's where the RPG situation comes in that I was talking from earlier. This only allows you to grab 1 set of 1 ammo for your RPG. See, I clicked it 3 times, it only gave me 3 RPG ammos. What I would suggest is putting 2 in the island start, the team settings inventory. Put 2 in there and put whatever amount you want for your bullets. I'm gonna put half of everything and just put all 20 shotgun shells. But put 2 rockets in the team starter inventory. Guys, what I did forget to mention was add mats to your what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Team inventory start. The inventory starter. Add mats to it. Now you can do any amount of mats. I do 5. I don't. Do I do max? I do max. Sometimes I do half. I do half for my battle royale map. I do max for my zone. Whereas you can add max mats 500, 500, 500. You can add any amount to your team inventory starter. Okay. Any amount at all, but just make sure you add mats to it. That's the only thing I forgot. And now you're gonna do teams all, don't override, don't override, don't override. Visibility during game. I don't really care about that because you're not gonna see it. But max health, don't override, don't override, don't override, don't override, all that good stuff. And you're good. That's set to start. And now we have this player spawn. You hopefully have all 16 spawns done. You have the trigger done, the spawn down there done, and now we have to start on the storm. The stormy storm. Now we're going to use the advanced storm generator, and if you don't know how to use it, I have a tutorial on that already, link in the description, but you probably don't need to watch it since I'm going to tell you how to use it in here anyway. So look, let me clean these up right quick. So if you figured out your trail from earlier, I figured out mine. I wanted to run through the canyon and then end over there. I want, depending on how much phases you want your storm to have, you need 1 advanced storm controller and how many ever advanced storm beacons. Now the basic storm controller and the advanced storm beacons kind of look the same. Just read and you'll find the advanced storm beacon. So use that. And how, hold on guys. Can't get anything done. Okay. So I want my storm wars, my zone wars, whatever you want to call it, to have 5 phases. I'm going to set the first phase. Now it gets confusing, so listen up. You're gonna want to set the advanced storm controller and the first phase next to each other. Alright guys, once you get them together, I'm gonna teach you how to make the zones, the storms out of the advanced storm controllers. So the first method is like on a trail. You want your storm on a, if you want your storm on the trail, stay for this part of the video. Alright, so like here's my trail, like I said, over here, and over there, then over there. I want 5 phases in all though, so I stop right here, stop right there, stop right there, and the final spot's gonna be over there, right? So that's gonna be my phases. But if you want a random zone where it's like it goes randomly, skip to this timestamp of the video, which will be on screen where that part is. And if you guys are watching, the people that want a trail, when you're done watching this part, I'm gonna have a time thing you can skip to too, so you can get to the next step. But yeah, instead of dividing the video into 2 parts, I'm just gonna do that. So people that want a trail, that want a certain trail with their zone wars, what you want to do first is grab your advanced storm controller and generate storm on game start. Yes, storm phases default, you don't need custom. Phase 1 radius. Now depending on how big your 16 spawns are, you use 40 to 50 meters. That's my recommendation, 40 to 50 meters. And delay time, you can make it 5-10 seconds. And make it 5 though. On finished behavior, you can put stay. And you basically, for the first storm beacon, you want to have almost the same settings as the advanced storm controller. So the first storm beacon, phase 1, and radius, 40 meters, as you can see, they're almost the same. They're the same size, but since they're in different blocks, they look like different sizes. Wait time, I usually put 30 seconds. That's my recommendation. Resize time, depending on the distance, since the second part is going to be right here, I put a minute. That's good enough. Don't put anything less than a minute, because that's almost impossible to run from. And the damage, I do more damage each phase. So like phase 2 will have 2 damage, and phase 3 will have 5 damage, and phase 4 will have 10 damage, and so on. Wait, 7 damage, and then the last phase will have 10 damage, and so on. So 1 damage, you could do what you could set it to whatever damage you want though. With each phase, you could change it with each phase if you want to. You could keep it the same with each phase. I changed it each phase. Move to beacon, because we're not doing move randomly. That's not, because you're not here for the move randomly part. If you want move randomly, you know, you click the timestamp already, hopefully. And move distance 10 meters and move distance max 75. Alright, the game already defaulted for you. Now, you want to grab, I want 5 storms, but the 5 phases, but depending on what you want, you pick how many. So I'm gonna put my second one right here, my second phase to start right here. This is where phase 1 is gonna end, because phase 2 is gonna signal it to come right here. So I don't usually change the size up that much, like 40 meters over here, but I'm gonna change it up. I don't even change it up that much on the second phase, because it doesn't really make a difference. But see, as this map is huge and there's no decorations on it, because I'm not really building a zone wars. I'm just building a draft for you guys to base off of. Technically, I'm gonna shorten it because of my OCD. Anyways, OCD. If you don't know what OCD is, search it up on Google. It has nothing to do with the video. But anyways, the wait time 30 seconds. Resize time, I'm gonna do 1.5 minutes since the next phase is gonna be all the way in the middle of the canyon. So I'm gonna do 1.5 minutes. And remember, you can do whatever you want. I'm just helping you draft your zone wars or build your zone wars. I'm gonna raise my damage to 2 because personally I like raising it, like how Battle Royale has raised damage from the storm. 2, move to beacon 10 to 75, and you're good. So that phase 1 will end right here, phase 2 will start, and it will end right here where I set this. Now you guys can do this anywhere on your maps because it doesn't matter where you do it. It's just it matters the settings. So basically what I'm showing you is the settings for each one. Phase 3. Did I set this one to phase 2? Good. Okay, phase 3. Phase 3, I'm gonna make the end radius 20. Let's change it up again. 20. I'm gonna make the end radius 20. I'm gonna make the wait time 30 again, and the resize time. Let's see how far it is. The resize time could be roughly. Do I want it to go over the mountain and stop right there, or just go around? Then I would have to add more phases. That's a problem. I don't mind adding more phases because that's more examples for you. I'll just add more phases. We're gonna make it 1 minute. 1 minute. The damage is gonna be 5. Move to beacon, and 10 and 75. You're good. Now I'm gonna add a phase right here. So my storm should have 6 phases. Alright, 1 minute from there to here. This is phase 4, like Marvel. Anyways, I'll stop. I'm gonna keep it same 20 meters. Wait time 30 seconds. You know, I'm gonna make it a minute. I'm gonna make it a minute. I'm gonna make it a minute. So I'm gonna make it a minute. And then I'm going to raise the damage 7, and then you know you're good on the rest of these because the game already defaults it for you. And this is where I wanted it to end anyways. Yeah, so this is gonna be my 5th zone. Fifth phase and last phase. And even if this phase is over, the game will, since it's on default, the game will automatically start putting in more zones, so it doesn't matter. Move to beacon and then good, because you know, resize time 1 minute, damage 10, move to beacon. You're all good, fam. You're all good. I'm gonna shorten this one though. I'm gonna shorten this one to 10 since it wasn't as big as I thought. And there it is, guys. You got the trail from there to there. Now to add decorations, hopefully you already know what to do, but in case you don't, I'm gonna show you. But not right now. I'm gonna test and speed test this video. I'm gonna test the storm. That's what you want to do. Always test it. If it didn't work, you probably copied the instructions wrong. So let's test it. I'm gonna speed up the video. Yeah. Was once it doesn't really matter once you see that the first storm, and that the second storm starts going towards the third storm. you already know it works. You copied it down right. But what I did wrong was I had the time up in the next to the kills. I had it on 5 minutes, so I would have to put no time to just to no time limit, just to show you guys the whole thing. But test your storm. If it doesn't work, rewatch the steps. So guys, this is what you do if you want to make a moving randomly throughout the whole map storm, right? So this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna grab, I want 5, you know, 5 phases, right? 5 phases of random straight random storms are throughout the whole map, right? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna set game start, yes. On your advanced storm controller, you're gonna set generate on storm or game start, yes. Storm phases default, phase 1 radius. The size of your spawns is the radius you want to set. So say I have 16 spawns built, all fitting in here. That's where the first storm is gonna start, so I want it to set there. I'm gonna kill myself falling in there. You want it on finished behavior, stay, and delay time 5 seconds. Alright, now in the first zone you want end radius 40. These are both the same size, they just in different squares, that's why. But yes, 40, wait time 30, and a minute resize time, depending on how far the storm is, and you'll see what I mean in a second. And instead of movement behavior, move to beacon, you want to pick move randomly, and the move distance, depending on how big the map is, I would put 50 to 75. 50 to 75. And what you can do is wait time. I always put wait time at 30, but resize time I put it in between 2 minutes and 1 minute. But it really, I would put it, it really depends on how far the storm is, so it's random, you don't really know. So just keep it at a minute for now. Test it. If you don't like it, put it at 2 minutes. But what you want to do next is put all the other phases right next to each other, how many ever phases you want. So I want 5. Why did I put 6? Okay, let's see. I want 5, right? This is gonna be number 2. Number 2's end radius. Do I want to change the size? Yes, of course. I want to decrease the size because that's what Zone Wars is. Wait time 30 seconds. Resize time 1 minute. I like to raise the damage for each storm, for each phase. So I like to put 2% for the second phase, 5% for the third phase, 7% for the fourth, 10% for the fifth, you know, Battle Royale type stuff. Move randomly, of course, and distance 50 to 75. Right? You'll know you did it properly when the phases disappear, like the purple things disappear. Now, number 3. You can put these in any order you want. You don't have to put them in this L shape. You can put them straight. You can put them aligned. It don't matter. Just make sure you know the order they're in. So I'm going to make this phase number 3. Number 3 is going to decrease to 10. End radius is going to decrease to 10 meters. Wait time is going to be 30. And the resize time is going to be 1 minute. I'm going to raise the damage to 5% because that's what I personally like to do. And remember, if you don't like the resize time, test your zones and change it. There is no problem with that. Move randomly 75 meters. Right? Disappeared, right? The circle disappeared. Number 4. I'm going to make the end radius for number 4 5 meters and make it 30 seconds. And you could do the resize time for this 30 seconds, but then again it is random because of the 75 max and minimum distance to move, so I'll make it 1 minute. Gonna make it 7 damage, right? 7 damage. That's what I personally like to do. Move randomly at 75 meters. Now the last phase is 5. I could make it 5, I could make it 0, but I'm gonna make it 5 just so that the game doesn't end there, because that's a pretty short. I mean, depending on what you like though. If you want it to end there, you can. Doesn't matter. It's totally optional. Questions in the comments. I'm always active. Wait time is 30 seconds, 1 minute, and 10 damage. Move randomly 75 meters. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. I'm gonna keep mine at end radius 5 though. And guys, what you want to do next is test your storm. So here's a time lapse of the storm in action. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys the rules for zone wars. This goes for random zone wars and move to beacon zones. Alright, so voice chat, if you're playing with everybody, all teams, free for all of course, but you can set it to custom if you want to do duo zone wars and you know, other stuff like that. But I usually go for free for all. Default class interior, you don't need that. Revert class, you don't need that. Those are for game modes like team deathmatch and stuff like that. Spawns 2. After last spawn, spectator. Total rounds, you can add rounds. I usually don't add rounds, I just do 1. But you can add rounds so that they basically, rounds is basically, it keeps on going until, like, if I set it to 10 rounds, it keeps on going until the 10th game, and then the person with the most wins. That's what rounds is, but I usually just do 1, but you guys can do whatever you want with that. Team rotation, if you're doing teams, you could, and you're doing rounds, you could do every round, or every other round, every 3rd round, every 4th round, every 5th round, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really, I'm doing free for all, you don't need that. And again, end game match point to win, don't need that. Team visuals, no. Time limit, none. Fastest time win, none. All teams must finish, none. Win conditions, none. Most score, you see, this is if you're doing rounds. Most round wins, more score wins. Eliminations to end, none. Off, off, off. Collect, off, off. Last man standing, on. Okay, join in progress, spectate, spawn location, spawn pads, post game location is island start, auto start. You could turn on where auto starts the game like every 30 seconds, 60 seconds. See, it's right there. Trick multiplier, if you're not, you don't really need this if you're not adding go-karts and stuff like that. Allow out of bounds odds so the game doesn't end when other people. Keep in mind, if you're the host and you go out of bounds, the game will end. But if other people go out of bounds, then the game will end. I'm not sure about that. I think the game will end if other people go out of bounds. Allow spectating other teams, elimination score. You don't need any of those, okay? But no, allow spectating other teams. You can, you know, press yes or no. It doesn't really matter. Time of day. I like to do nighttime, but you could do random. You could pick optional, right? Camera filter optional. Oh, this is like the Borderlands stuff, right? Yep, the comic is the Borderlands. Optional. What is this? Oh no. Oh. Whoa. Right. Low brightness. Oh Jesus. It's kind of cool. I might update Kevin's Own Wars. Okay, anyways, light color, red. Whoa, this is cool. All these are optional, guys. Fog thickness optional, fog color optional. Starting health 100, max health 100 health. These, I mean, if you're doing like I don't know if you want to experiment and go over 100 health with your zone wars. I don't know. I never do that. That it's not technically real zone wars if you go over 100 health. But starting shields are obviously 100. Infinite ammo off. You can turn it on if you want to. If you want your players to have infinite ammo, you can. Infinite resources off. You can turn it on if you want to. So both of these are optional. But for real modern zone wars, you would turn them off. Maximum building resources 500. You can go to 999, but for a modern day zone wars is 500. Creative harvest style. You can do creative harvest style and then basically hit every. Wait, hold on. What did I do? Oh. You can basically hit, like, if you're doing creative harvest style, you can do that and get like a lot of mats. But that's modern zone wars. But also modern zone wars is actually battle royale with 4 times the mats. I mean, it's not gonna show it now because it's still in creative until you start the game. But allow aim assist, yes. You know, we controller players, we need that. We need that. Allow building on, allow to edit. I mean, I've never seen that before. They added that, but you don't really. You could leave that default. Buildings can destroy environment, yes. Yes, environment damage, building damage, yes. Weapon destruction, yes. Pickaxe destruction. Oh, sorry guys, tired. Yes, PvP pickaxe damage, yes. Down but not out default. Keep items when eliminated. Drop. Allow items to be dropped, yes. Allow items to be picked up, yes. Respawn time 5 seconds. Immunity time default. Those modern zone wars options. Now you guys can do others. You can turn it up. It's optional, but those are fall damage on. You can turn it off. It's optional, but modern zone wars has it on. Gravity normal. You can turn it low, but modern zone wars has it normal. Jump fatigue on. You can turn it off. You can turn off glider redeploy. Usually most zone wars turn that off, so glider redeploy itself can spawn in the RNG loot spawns. But jump fatigue on. You can turn it off. It don't really matter for modern zone wars. Player fight off, because I only had it on to test out the storm and stuff. Health granted 25. I usually do 25 to 50. I'm not sure, but I do 30, but you guys can do like 50 or whatever. I'm not sure what the modern zone was. I just do 30. Health granted, yes. And player names and location, teams only, guys. And you guys don't need to know about this. That's all good. Now for the UI, where is it? Oh, time, count down or count up. When the game starts, you either want it to count to 3 or count down to 1 from 3. So 3, 2, 1 or 1, 2, 3 go. 3, 2, 1 go. It don't matter. Optional. Game winner display. How long do you want your slow-mo? How long do you want it to say Trayvon won the game? I usually keep it at 3 seconds. I usually keep everything over here at bay because it really doesn't. Oh, it really doesn't. You don't really need to change those. It's these. Now the win condition. They don't have survival. That's the thing. So what I do is health. That automatically gives the person first place, and then the tiebreaker. Oh, hold up. The tiebreaker would be eliminations, but let me see what else they have. I guess you could put score. Tiebreaker would be score, and then the third tiebreaker would be eliminations, and then the other one would be eliminated, or assists, and then the other one will be eliminated. But let me tell you what I'm talking about now. Let's go to game and elimination score. Give player when they get elimination, and then you get a score for that. But that's how I'm thinking right now. But usually what I go with is health, eliminations, eliminated, assists, and none. That's usually what I go for. You could go for either one of the two. I'm not sure which one works best. You can make the map visible on the little short, the thing on the top right. You can make the map visible, or you can make it scoreboard visible. So like this pulls up the map, and now that I put it on a scoreboard in the game, it'll pull up the scoreboard. But yeah, so island code watermark, it doesn't matter, really doesn't. And guys, that's how you make a modern day Zone Wars. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's pretty long. I'm gonna edit it to short and understandable as possible. But hopefully I'm not forgetting anything, because that would suck. But I'm pretty sure I'm not. And guys, if you gave up halfway through and just wanted to play my Zone Wars, the codes are in the description. I will be uploading more Fortnite. That fall damage thing kind of scared me, but I will be uploading more Fortnite, so don't worry about that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now nigga can't answer calls cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning.